Hi, we're the Dennises. We're founders of Dennis Duo Coaching. We promised y'all that we would share some of our experiences with pornography addiction. We come from different backgrounds with that, but we are out this year to just share it and see who it can help. And we're building a business around that to help people either in the middle of that problem or even to pre-train youth or young couples or people engaged. Even if they don't have the addiction right now, it would be wise to learn how to deal with it because it is so prevalent, and so we want to help with that as well.
Maybe you're the one that's addicted, or you're the one hurting from somebody you love that's addicted. We hopefully can help with, understanding how to work on that together. As a couple, we both kind of have each side of the equation that we bring to the table. So hopefully we can help you understand how to work on this together.
So in sharing our experiences, here's my background, and this will be a summary. We'll make more videos, share more. I feel like the more we share, hopefully the more we can help. But I grew up in a family where I learned about sex addiction really young at age 6. I had multiple family members addicted to sex, and I thought I could even help back then, but really I had no education on how to help anybody. I was too young too. But then I also got myself into a relationship, long-term relationship, before I ever met Russell, where pornography was an addiction and a problem, but I didn't know. It was hidden, I wasn't told, I wasn't emotionally prepared to deal with that, much less, again, not educated. So I didn't have really the best tools to handle conversations with this person about what was going on or how to deal with my pain and my emotions. I really didn't know how to be a good partner and a support for them through the addiction. I saw it like this was their problem, not mine. They needed to fix it. They brought it into the marriage. It's not healthy, so they needed to do something about it. And it wasn't that I didn't have compassion and love for them. I just didn't know what to do better, and they didn't either. And so on their part, there was everything from denial to justification that most men struggle with it, to, yeah, it's a problem, but I'm not going to go talk to anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'll fix it myself, to blaming me or calling me self-righteous or putting me down or telling me I'm a bad wife. And we were kind of in these vicious cycles like that. Eventually we did get some help and we went to classes, and what I saw there was, other women going through the same thing as me. One interesting thing about pornography addiction trauma to a partner or maybe even a parent, when they don't know how to process what's going on and they don't understand the addiction, it's very personal, probably more personal than it really needs to be. And so you get so devastated. For me, I had times I would even shake, just lightly, but I would turn ice cold when I would have to uncover things that were being hidden from me, when I'd have to even think about it, when I'd have to talk about it. And I really couldn't foresee that I would ever not feel traumatized by porn. I did see other people in the classes who seemed like they were super happy and optimistic and they loved their spouse so much and they didn't seem worried all the time. And I kind of thought that was a personality difference between some of us women and then some of these women. But as I got into the education more myself and being married to Russell, I've learned that it's not a personality difference. Anybody can succeed at dealing with an addiction in their marriage or a sex addiction if both sides are, humble, they want to work on it, and they're being open, and their education is so huge. Like the education I got through those years to learn about porn and addiction helped me so much be a better spouse now.
So I became addicted to pornography when I was pretty young, and it was really, really tough. When you're that age, you don't really understand anything about addiction or anything about the porn industry. All you know is that you're addicted. You can't stop. You try, and you just struggle. And I eventually opened up to some religious leaders, and that helped a little bit. I do a little bit better for a little while, but then you slip back into things because you don't really understand how addiction works. And that was super frustrating and super difficult to try and deal with as a young person, and growing up to be an older person, hoping that you're going to be able to conquer this and believing that you can, but just continuing to fail. And just because I didn't have any education or tools to know how to fight against it. So I eventually got so sick of just the constant, battle and cycles that I started to do some of my own research and started to learn a few things that helped me get some traction in being able to overcome it. So I started to get a little bit better, but I was still struggling.
So then we were dating, and then we got married. And I think because of my past experiences and the education that I had gathered, I was better prepared for relationships. As a matter of fact, not only did Russell admit to having a pornography addiction, but all the guys pretty much that I had dated, most of them had admitted to having a pornography addiction. And I was actually, I think, because of education and because of the remorse and where they were at, able to see them through a different lens without judgment, and see them for who their hearts really were. And in marriage, because we both had started the education process before we ever met, and we chose to be so open with each other, and we also, in our marriage, we discussed societal flaws and how society sees beauty and love and sex, and what is healthy and what isn't. It's helped us both grow a ton, and it's been a night and day difference from the previous relationship where there was that same struggle. Pornography addiction, both relationships, but one filled with trauma and pain, one filled with a lot of love, light, growth, beauty. I actually feel like I admire Russell more because we've had to deal with this, and because I get to hear his thoughts and I get to see how he's trying to overcome, how he has done a lot of overcoming. And I think all that for both of us goes back to, though, where would we be without the education? Would we just be that couple also battling each other and hurting each other because we don't know how to do it,
Yeah. I mean, I thought when I got married that I'd have a healthy sexual outlet, and things would just kind of magically be good. When I was dating people before, and I was still addicted, while I was dating somebody, it was kind of night and day difference at how well I could do. So I thought for sure getting married, it wouldn't really be an issue, but early on it was, and I didn't handle it the best that I should have. But we ended up talking about it, and we ended up working on it, and then we continued to work on it. We continued to talk about it, and that really helped in kind of the healing process, and really helped me. I feel like I have a much better handle on things now. I still, have temptations, but I don't struggle like I did. I don't go view pornography like I once did. Now I'm way more focused on the, changing the wiring that's in my brain was, over 12 years. When you're addicted, your brain gets wired a certain way. So it's been a really huge blessing to be able to work on that as a couple. It's helped me a ton.
Yeah, I feel like we grow in love and bonding every day. A lot of it has been like our struggles in some ways, and these experiences have taught us what things didn't work for us in the past, and then what things have worked. And that's kind of what we want to share with others, to be more successful in their relationships, to be more happy, to not be depressed or in denial and all those things. So if there's any way we can help you or someone you love, please reach out to us. We're totally open books. And again, even if you're not addicted, or you're a young person, or you're engaged, again, like, this is a great time to get pre-trained and learn from us how to deal with this. Reach out to us, because you don't need to come to us just when you're in pain. Like, we would love to help people never have to experience the pain that we both felt, by having education in your tool belt ahead of time, be more successful in life. So